No matter what industry and niche you are in, every new business needs clients. If you have already your own product, service, or you just got a new job that requires building brand awareness in a new market, you may think you just got past the hardest part. But getting your product market ready is just the beginning. Most small businesses take years to be successful and profitable. Not to mention that on the way to success, most companies fail within the first 3 years. Starting any business, new entrepreneur needs to know how to attract loyal clients. The ultimate success largely depends on his sales skills and where he'll be able to sell his product or idea. In this video, the best way how to get your first business clients. Hi, my name is Pavel. I've been in sales for over 15 years. I built a network of contacts and sales from scratch several times in my career in European market for companies operating in the industrial sector. If you are looking for relevant information and sales advice, please subscribe and let's get started. Getting clients for each new venture is very similar. And the first challenge for someone who starts any new business, their own or I don't know, let's say some dealership, is to prove the value of his idea to potential buyers, business partners or investors. It's worth noting that when you start a business, investors, partners and generally people who can help you to get started are in fact in the position of your potential clients. You have to convince them and gain their trust, just like you get regular clients. The only difference is these people are usually more business savvy and they are able to recognize not only the potential of new business or market, but also the character of the person who presents them their idea or they want to hire. And although it may seem irrelevant, it's crucial. New businesses and ventures don't fail without a reason. You have to face the brutal truth. You can have a great product or service and not be able to promote and develop it properly, go bankrupt or just give up too soon. On the other hand, you can have an average product, launch it to the market and be very successful if you know how to sell it. Just take a look at the biographies of such outstanding personalities as Steve Jobs or Elon Musk. It wasn't the product that was their greatest strength, although it was undoubtedly very good. Above all, both of them were extremely determined in pursuing their goals. And the most importantly, they had to get their first clients manually at the beginning of their journey in order to develop so great companies in the future. This applies to virtually any type of business. The idea and the product is one thing, and the implementation is a completely different matter. Personally, when I introduce a new product or enter a new market, it usually takes several months to get the first big clients and orders. But always, with time and growing experience, this process becomes significantly shorter and winning clients is much more easier. The most important thing is to be aware that no one will do it for you. The entire burden of the venture and its success lie on your shoulders. And it all depends on whether you'll be able to infect your clients your idea or not. It's you who know the product best, its possibilities, limitations, and how to exploit the hidden potential. Therefore, you need to learn the basics of selling and understand that it's a skill like any other and takes time and making mistakes to perfect that skill. Just like you are working or you will be working on your product or service which probably wasn't made overnight, you must approach the process of acquiring your first clients. First of all, forget about all indirect methods that most likely seem to be the most attractive and appealing to you, such as social media, a group of your closest friends, sales outsourcing, marketing, advertising, other similar theoretically proven ways of attracting clients. You are probably surprised because everyone talks about it, how important social media and engaging the closest circle of friends are, but the truth is that if everyone does it, it is the less effective way. Especially when we talk about selling business to business. You are not destined to fail if you don't have connections. And you don't have to beg for support, especially since all of these people are unlikely to have anything to do with the niche you choose to operate in. But to be honest, it largely depends on the type of product and your target group. Besides, if you still want to do it, nothing stands in the way, but don't rely entirely on it and don't focus all your time on that. To be successful selling business to business, you need to use more direct methods. But this though terrifies many entrepreneurs. These methods are the least liked because are directly related to the risk of rejection, since people often prefer to send an email, write a post on social media or contact someone they know, instead of take the phone and make a call to a company that may be directly interested. And here's the most important issue that will determine to a large extent where a company will be successful or will end up like the majority, which means failure. When creating a product or service, you know exactly for whom it was made, what needs it meets or what problem it solves. If you have a clearly defined target group, the most appropriate and the fastest way to gain new clients is direct contact and presentation of your idea or product to that specific group. Don't be fooled and don't look for any magic methods that promise immediate success, as is most likely an excuse to put off what you fear most. You need to confront your product with the direct opinion of the people concerned. Make a phone call and set an appointment. You have to educate yourself first. The key in getting clients is to recognize your market. So don't be discouraged by the first contacts and meetings that unfortunately are unlikely to be successful. As I mentioned, this is a process. Each conversation that didn't turn out as you would like teaches you something. Treat any objection as the opportunity to draw out conclusions and improve your next approach. Over time, you will gain self-confidence and you will learn how to react when you hear any sales objection and how to gain your prospect trust. You won't get this knowledge from the internet, from social media or any other indirect form of contact. You have to go straight to action. Only direct contact with verified clients and their feedback will give you all the answers that allow you to develop your business. Before you make the first call, get as much information as possible about your potential client that can be used during the first contact and allow you to build your credibility. Find the decision makers who are in charge in given organization and can help you grow your business. If you have the choice between writing an email or phone conversation, choose a call. If you are considering a phone call or a face-to-face meeting, always choose direct meeting. Remember that words mean very little compared to non-verbal communication. Therefore, although you are able to reach a much larger group of potential clients by social media, you have relatively little influence on their behavior and make choices if you are not a well-known person or celebrity. Don't fall for catchy slogans or sales scripts. Sale is transfer of emotions. That's why you must emanate confidence and be natural. Don't be afraid to experiment. Talk to as many people as possible, and over time your effectiveness will increase and customer base will grow. Getting new clients can be divided into stages. The first is the correct identification of the target group. The second is identification of decision makers, then reaching these people. Often you have to go through the gatekeeper who will be blocking you that access. Then presentation of your solution, finally closing. To learn about all this in this video, it would take several hours, so please check out other videos that relate to mentioned issues or visit my website. Leave a like if the video was a bit helpful, subscribe to my channel, and see you soon.